Today we're headed to Banff National Park, considered to be one of the most beautiful areas in Canada. Let's see if that's true. On this adventure, we will show you the roads to get there and the campground we're staying at, but what you really need to stick around for is the Lake Louise Tea House hike. There are so many beautiful views in this video, and you're going to feel like you're right here with us. But first, if we haven't met before, we're the Shinpaughs. We're a family of 4 who travels full-time so we can make memories now. If you're new here, we're on our way to Alaska for the summer. However, we're taking our time getting through Canada because it's so amazing and just keeps pulling us in. There are a lot of national parks to pick from in US and Canada when you start looking at summer travel plans. We have high hopes that Banff is going to rank right up there at the top of them.
I don't know what would be better than it. Honestly, it could very easily be number 1.
Look how beautiful this is. It's our first time in the Canadian Rockies, and wow.
The drive from Calgary to Banff is breathtaking.
Yeah, we're on Canadian Highway number 1,
Okay.
and this is the route that you take to go through Banff and on up to Jasper.
On a whole, all of the Canadian roads have been really well paved and really well marked. Wouldn't you say?
Yep, I
The
would.
infrastructure is huge.
We're almost there, right?
We're actually at the entrance of Banff, and we're not.
Yeah, because we're staying in the port.
Yeah, so that's what's unusual for us is we haven't stayed inside a national park ever. If we have, I can't remember where. Because before Starlink, we would have never made that reservation because we couldn't have internet. Okay.
So can you pull it up on your phone and see what it says for you?
Yes.
Because I have one that says to get off in 7.5 miles.
Well,
I
she
guess,
just said
I
you
guess
are
that's
here.
12 kilometers. So I'm looking kilometers and miles. Oops.
It's a lot to keep straight, y'all. I mean, it just is. So
We got so much technology going.
well, I came up here in the front seat so we could talk to you guys and put the computer down and really be in the moment here as we're entering the park. And then we were at the park. I can tell you the view the entire drive has been beautiful. Sarah nudged me a couple times and was like, "Mom, you have to look up." And there are already lakes, there's so many mountains. I mean, we are in the Rockies of Canada, which kind of feels weird to say because I just didn't ever think about that expression, but it's where we are. I have been working for most of the drive. As some of you know, Jason and I still work full-time, and that's how we're able to do this. I am a loan officer and he's a real estate agent, and we're licensed in almost all of the states. So if we can ever help you buy or refinance a property, give us a call. We'd love to get to know you in that way. And if we can't personally help you, we have some really great friends that we could introduce you to. All right, so one thing, Jason, that I have noticed in the comments on Facebook and so on is I really wanted to go to Banff, but I couldn't get in. We couldn't get reservations, right? And we started this process last year. And in fact, we got reservations in January.
Yep.
On the opening day. We participated in the lottery and we were fortunate.
Yeah, it's the one thing that's really important on this trip. If you're gonna come through here, is you need to get intentional about the campgrounds that are here. And there's only one that we fit in, right? So it takes there's some planning that goes into it. The nice thing is, if you make the reservation, it's easy to cancel. You're not out a ton of money. And I think the cancellation fee is actually nothing or whatever up to a day or 2 before you get here.
If you do want to go, keep looking, right, on the website, because if you are flexible or if you're in the area, if you're close by, maybe you can pick something up at the last minute. We've done that on holiday weekends, major holiday weekends where, sit down, Normie, where we either didn't have a reservation or because of something unforeseen, our plans blew up on us right at the last minute. And that's how we got into Disney. When we went to Disney at Halloween, oh, you got to check that video out if you haven't already. That's how we got in there, was you just kept checking for cancellations. And we were within a 10-day window, I think, and you got us in there.
Well,
so don't give up. So we are staying at Tunnel Mountain Motor Court. And like Jason said, this was the only one that we fit in. When we sat down to enter the lottery in January and get the reservation, he had studied the website, he studied all of the loops, and he had all of the sites ranked in order based upon preference. So that way when we got a chance on that lottery to book a site, we knew exactly what we were looking for and in which order.
Must be some animals on the road.
Oh, traffic stop.
Oh, there's bighorn sheep to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Hello, little sheepies.
We're gonna pull forward and unhook them right here.
I'll be the direction
Okay.
person.
She said, did you hear her say to get on the 300s?
I actually did.
Okay.
I am taking over for mom. I am now mom. I am the Shug, the Linda. Okay. Go that way.
Let's go take a look at the campground we're staying at here. We're at the Tunnel Mountain Campground, and behind me is the entrance, and as you can see, the lanes are wide. There's plenty of space to get in and out, and especially for big rigs. Remember, our bus is 45 feet long. There's absolutely no problem making any of these turns. Let's hop in the truck and I'll drive you around a little bit. The nice thing about entering the campground here is they do have 2 lanes. And we're gonna go here on the right side, which is for guests that are already checked in. During the day, in the early afternoon, they get a pretty long line of check-in campers. And so it's nice that they have the second lane. You can just whiz on by. There's 2 sides to the campground. We're right, so we're gonna go left first. The left side doesn't appear to have full hookups. I've just seen electric. There is a dump station here, which is good for you to know. So coming in, when you leave, if you need to use it during the stay, no problem. It's very, very easy to get in and out of. And the roads are blacktopped here. So it's really smooth and flat and level. So getting from the front to your camp spot is really easy too. Jason and I drove through here a couple days ago. It was kind of sprinkling the rain and we didn't want to go inside, so we just got in the truck and took a drive. And we found these cool camping cabins back here. I love it. I'll take you around the loop here. It just makes you feel like you're in a little country campsite. Now, the one thing that you will smell on this side of the campground that you won't smell on our side are real fires. We're not allowed to have a wood fire on our side, but on this side, there are fire pits on every spot. And they provide the firewood as well, which I've never seen that before. It would be really cool to get a group of people and just take over this whole back section. Maybe we should do that sometime. You're basically parallel parking on this side. It's really smart because it's easy to get in and out of, and the campground can probably hold a lot more people this way. It's pretty efficient, but the views are equally stunning here. I've gone up and down every row of this campground and you can see the mountains from every street. So don't worry about it if you can't get front row. There's elevation to the campground, so every street has a little more elevation than the street before, so you get a pretty decent view that way. They do have a lot of bathhouses, so if you do end up on this side, don't worry about that. It's real easy, and I think I've seen people carrying dishes and everything over there. We're coming back to the main intersection where you enter the campground. We turned left, and now we're going to basically be turning right after check-in, and we're going to show you what we're calling home for the week that we're here. I'm going to take you to the top row because, like I said, the campground goes up in elevation. So there's 8 rows. So we're going to go to the 800 row and show you what the views are like there. And then we're going to go down to the front row, which a lot of people say, you know, that's the best spot in the house. This is really well laid out, and you can just get a ton of people in here. And then the spots just kind of, it's like a curved driveway, right? Like a semicircle. So they're very easy to get in and around. We did a lot of homework before we got here, so we picked a spot that would accommodate our length because I'm not sure that all of these sites are equal size. So definitely look at that. Oh, but Willis, I want to show them, like you can still see the mountains straight. And then let's say we were parked right here where this guy's plugged in. You know, you've got a lot of trees, but you do see the mountains. I mean, it's still a beautiful view. All right, let's zip down to the front row. Take a look out the window. That's a view. If you're looking for the best view, this 100 or 200 row is definitely the best. That's a real good view. The spot we pulled in is spot 132 and 134. So some of these pull-ins are twice as long, and they're meant to be a buddy spot. It's not fancy, but we're going to give you a tour of our site so you can see how we're hooked up. Here's our site. I'm going to point out a few things. It's pretty obvious, but as you can tell, we have plenty of room in our pull-in for our bus. And we are spot 242. So if you have a big rig like we do, you would fit in spot 242. And we have a great view. Even when there was a camper here, we could still see through. And actually, the reason we parked the truck here in the front of the bus is because of this campsite in front of us. So we parked the truck there, but we put our picnic table down here because there is no camper here. There's no spot. So we have this unobstructed view when we want to sit outside. All of the spots on this side of the check-in have full hookups. I'm really thankful for all of these trees. It makes your spot feel really cozy. You are pretty close to your neighbors, but you don't feel like you're sitting on top of each other. Now that you've seen the campground and toured the site, let's get out of here and into Banff National Park. Jason has been researching this for a long time, and we've got some cool things to do and share with you. The fun has just begun. I really hope we get to do this hike. It is one of the top things that we wanted to do at Banff, and we're all in. We took the day off from work. We got up crazy early. We've been packing and planning. Also, we had to take into consideration the parking because we want to have our own vehicle today. And there's one parking lot and it fills up quick. So that's why we're up so early, is just to get ourselves staged and prepared. So, you know, this isn't one of those like, hey, let's take a hike this afternoon. This is something that requires a lot of planning. So fingers crossed, it's going to all work out.
one of the most stunning parking lots you will probably ever park in. Look at that. That's incredible. If this is just the parking lot, I'm excited to see what the hike looks like. Sheesh.
That's worth the price of admission, right? Is that worth 26, 27 bucks parking fee?
I don't know, is it?
Pretty spectacular. So we have a game plan. We are going to stay here in the parking lot, which, by the way, you do have to pay for. That's something that I wasn't expecting because we've never paid for parking in the U.S. national parks. So we're not going to do the Lake Louise Tea House hike as of right now. We looked at the weather app and the rain was supposed to start moving in around 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Now it looks like 11 and there's snow in it. We're not really prepared. Well, we are not prepared to hike in snow and to be snowed on. We have our really good rain jackets with us, but I mean, like, that would be miserable. So as of right now, we're gonna find an alternative route and we'll just keep watching the weather. We do have a few more days here, so hopefully we can come back. But just like you have to when you travel like this, we're gonna make the best of it. This is where we wanted to go, the Plain of 6 Glaciers. That's where the Lake Louise Tea House is. But this is where we are going, which is Lake Agnes. It's much shorter. We can do it in 2.5 to 3 hours round trip instead of 4 hours. There is a tea house there too. It'll be a little bit busier because it's shorter, but at least we get to check that box. And let's see, where are we right now?
We're right where that bike is, pretty much.
We're here.
That white, all that white is.
So we wanted to go all the way down here today, but instead we're gonna go up here and around and back. So it's good. We get to check all the boxes, but we can be safe and not get caught in rain and snow and freezing temperatures.
The rain is gone. Do you guys want to go back to our original plan? Because it's down there.
So fun.
Yeah, let's go down there.
Yeah.
That's all the way?
The rain is pretty much gone.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go straight.
Yes.
We keep calling this hike the Lake Louise Tea House hike, but you're actually hiking to the Plain of 6 Glaciers Tea House. It's open early June through mid-October, and it's about 7 miles to the tea house and back to the parking lot. Interestingly, the tea house is not part of the national park. It's actually private and run by a family. When you get there, you can expect hot soups, sandwiches on homemade bread, delicious desserts, and of course, hot tea. But make sure you bring cash or you'll be really sad and really hungry the whole way down. I don't think it's been very long that this has been above water. Look how fast the water's going beside us.
It's like right there too.
And it's only 6 inches.
If that.
And down here it's probably just, it's touching the bottom of the boards. Definitely dress in layers. As you can see, one by one, we're peeling off.
Okay, we're losing layers.
Got hot, cool.
You ain't a kidding, sister.
That's the reason. Wearing zip-off pants too, because later I'm sure those are going to be coming off.
Yeah.
Just walked around the corner and you guys remember that waterfall back there? Right there? Well, it's no longer there, which means it was an avalanche. And that was moving, so that means that was a lot of snow coming down that mountain. How cool is that? And I even caught it on camera.
All right, this isn't the hardest hike we've done, but it's pretty tough. And when it goes up, it goes up. But so far, we've had short, steep periods with some flatter ones to catch our breath. We'll keep you posted.
Strip down in my shorts.
These zip-off pants are one of the coolest things ever. Sarah, do you have them in our Amazon store?
No.
You need to put them there.
I'll put them in there.
And I need to find a pair in my size too.
There we go.
You look so cute. Ta-da!
Good boy.
Oh yeah, that's a slippery little
Should I not do it?
Get up here, Shug. You're the main star. You gotta do it.
Fine, Shug. Just use your hands. One. Thank
See?
you. That last little step was super slippery. I have worked too hard to get back in shape after having a hip replace. I got my knee brace on. Thank you, Willis. How fun is that? How fun is that? Here come the boys.
Shug, we were just talking about how this hike is in our top 3 most favorite and most beautiful hikes.
That's exactly what I was just saying.
I don't know what would be better than it. Honestly, it could very easily be number 1.
And the weather isn't hurting at all. I mean, it is just the perfect temperature, the perfect everything. Yay! We're almost there. I see buildings. We just hit 3.5 miles and we're greeted by the most beautiful stream of water. Of course, that's the ice melt. And less than 100 meters and we get food. What'd you think about the hike, bud?
I thought it was so awesome. I will say the last part, it was a little steeper than the first part.
Yeah.
But it was just constant views, views, views. And it took your mind off the hike entirely.
100%. And if you're just in decent shape, I really think you can do this hike. You're just gonna have to stop, catch your breath, let your heart rate come down. But we did it. We have people from 15 to in their 70s with us today, and we all did it just fine.
Shug, those don't look like American dollars.
No, aren't they pretty? They have little like little see-through.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect.
What are you gonna get?
Probably the ginger turmeric tea. It depends what we're having to eat. What are we gonna snack on?
It's a party.
We have $40, 40 Canadian. Well, I guess we have more US money. Okay, we've got the 2 soups of the day. You got one, and then we have the
Yeah, I'll take that. Thank
sandwich, and then we have the chocolate loaf,
Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
and the other soup of the day.
Go over to
Yeah, and I think you got one of the apple spice
Yes,
tea.
please. Thank you.
It's connected.
There we go.
There we go.
Thank
All right.
you.
No worries. And then the rest is coming out.
Perfect. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
Get the hummus. So I'm assuming you probably want to try it.
Probably. Look how good that tea looks.
Smells good.
Dark cinnamon and streusel.
What do you think, Sissy? Bro, did you get some of this? So I came prepared with my Shinpaugh Yeti, and I brought my own coffee.
Oh, you brought your home.
Dad does not like tea, so he got his own
I
little
brought
sweet
my
treat.
own cold brew. And if you want some Shinpaugh merch, you can't get these, but we have other Shinpaugh merch. Check out the link in the description.
What do you think? Was it worth it?
It was amazing, and it is so worth it.
Yeah. And the prices are fine. It's what you would expect in the middle of the forest, 3.5 miles, inside of a national park. We'll give you a grand total when we get our bill, but that's
We got
not.
it.
Oh,
Sure.
do you? What's our
What do you
grand-
think it is? We have 2 specials.
Just hang on, let me think. 25, 35, 45, probably somewhere between 50 and 60 Canadian dollars.
It's 78 Canadian.
78. Okay, the teas were maybe more than
They charged extra because you were here.
Oh no, I forgot. We had soup. I forgot the sandwiches. We had soup, sandwich, and dessert. I was forgetting
And
that.
drinks.
And drinks. So 78 Canadian. We had plenty of food to snack on.
And it was good.
Yeah, it was. Everything was delicious.
if you're in this area, I would highly encourage you to make it. There's 2 tea houses. This one is the further one away, so it's probably a little less trekked. And unfortunately, it's cloudy because beyond here is a glacier lookout, which we're not going to be able to make today. But I would definitely encourage this hike.
It's one of the coolest things you're going to do inside a national park.
For sure. And it's top 3 most beautiful hikes we've been on, and it may be number 1.
Figured I'd better check in because we had a change of plans. After the tea house, we were expecting just downhill cruising back to the car. But the waitress told us if we just keep hiking maybe a half a mile more, it was the most perfect vantage point straight down to the lake that we started at. One of our friends in our group said, let's just have a look-see. It was flat. So we kept walking and we kept walking. We're almost straight on that view. And we're climbing, as you can hear me breathing heavy, but we're doing it. There aren't very many people on the path because let's face it, after you have strudel and chocolate cake and sandwiches, chili, hot tea, you're just ready to go downhill, not keep climbing. But I really know this is gonna be worth it. We did it. We made it up here. How amazing is this, guys? Middle of June, Banff, Canada. It's just breathtaking. Moraine Lake is another big draw near Banff. There is no on-site parking, so you have to take a shuttle and get dropped off in order to be able to visit it. The park system offers a free shuttle, but there are a limited number of tickets and there is a lottery system. We were unsuccessful in getting on the free shuttle, so we decided to pay so we could check out the lake. It was $50 per person and roughly a 30-minute ride from where we caught the shuttle to the drop-off at Moraine Lake. We loved Moraine Lake, and we chose a flat walk around the lake and found a great picnic spot.
Sissy, what are you doing?
Cutting my cheese rind off because I'm extra.
However, we still liked Lake Louise better, and I don't think it was worth the $200 entry fee. We ended up taking an earlier shuttle back because 5 hours was way too much time for the hike and a picnic. There were more difficult hikes that we could have done, and I'm sure that would have changed the overall experience. But for us, we would go somewhere else next time or go back to Lake Louise if we couldn't get the free shuttle. Let's talk about Emerald Lake. This was a great couple hours. The lake lived up to its name and the lake trail loop was perfect. Not too long and really flat. We went with 2 other families and this trail had something for everyone. There were several picnic tables tucked off to the side, so we had another picnic before heading back to camp. It was over an hour's drive each way, so eating something before we left was really important. On the way back, things got really interesting. We wanted to find a waterfall that the bus driver to Moraine Lake had told us about. It was getting late and the temps were dropping, but we found the trailhead and walked the 3/4 of a mile or so to the waterfall. Let me tell you, when you are driving up and parking, you think you don't need to walk to the base of the waterfall. Wrong. You do. Just trust me on this. As we worked our way back to the main road, we pulled over for a few other things. There was a sign telling us about 2 caves or openings in the mountain. I didn't understand what they were all about until we got a little further down the road and we saw a train coming down along the side of the highway. Jason saw an overlook and pulled the car in quickly. What we saw next was completely unexpected. In 1907, Canada rebuilt the train system in this area. The original track was too steep and made train travel inefficient and dangerous. Now, in order to cross the canyon on a train, you actually do 2 loop-de-loops inside the mountain in order to have enough track to cut the original grade in half. It's quite an engineering feat, seeing how 1,000 men using explosives and pickaxes were responsible for the success of this still used track. At one point, we could see the front of the train, the middle, and the end while it was in both parts of the mountain. This one day in Banff was beyond measure. There are so many cool things to see and do here.
We got nowhere to be, just a slow dance with the summer heat.
Jason has a knack for finding really cool things for us to do, and this Johnston Canyon hike definitely fits the category. We did a 5K, but it was up and back to a gorgeous waterfall. This was not flat, but was totally worth the effort. You walk along the water practically the entire time.
We got nowhere to be, got nowhere to be. Oh, it feels like that, like the summer sun on quiet tracks. Oh, it feels like that, like the summer rain that falls so slowly on the naked skin upon your back. Oh, it feels like that.
Is Banff a Class A friendly town?
100%. I've seen more Prevosts in this town. Downtown, up around the mountain, when we drove up to the Springs, the hotel, every hike we've been on. And when I say Prevo, I mean the tour buses. They're everywhere. So if they can get around, we're the exact same size, 45 feet. And then you haven't had any trouble driving around.
Not at all.
And the campground has been perfect.
Yeah.
So.
It's a big campground. There's big pull-throughs. It's easy to get in and out of here. I would totally recommend it.
Now, I wouldn't take your big rig to some of these hiking trails just because there are tour buses dropping people off. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but every road's been paved. It's just very easy to get around.
Absolutely.
Babe, what's your overall opinion on Banff?
On the town or the park?
You pick.
The park, it's my favorite park we've been to. I think it's absolutely stunning. Everything we've done here has just been beautiful, and we haven't even scratched the surface being here for 9 days.
And I think the town is great. It's so cool to have a real town. I mean, houses, businesses, infrastructure. It's not just a little street for tchotchkes, right? It is a real town in a national park. That was one of the things I was really the most interested and excited about, to see what that was going to look like. And Sarah and I have had some time to walk around. We had dinner downtown, just the girls. We're heading out on date night tonight. So It's a nice splurge when I thought we were going to be like really roughing it hours from Costco. And the price was right on this campground. It was somewhere between $30 and $40 a night, which is a bargain for full hookup and being as close as we are to everything.
Absolutely. The one thing that I would say on the full hookup side, they only have 30 amp service, which is interesting because on the other side of the park, they have 50 amp service, but they don't have water or sewer.
And you can have a fire.
And you can have a fire.
But we talked about that already, but yeah, I mean, but those are just the rules. As we head north towards Alaska, shoot us some ideas of things we have to do. We welcome those every video because we do have a lot of great things on our list, but there's so many things that we don't know about. So thank you in advance for all of your suggestions and comments. We're reading every one of them. Don't forget, if you need any real estate help, get some time on our calendar, and we'd love to see you inside our Patreon account where we get to share so much more at a personal level. We hope you enjoyed coming along on this adventure with us. We can't wait till the next stop. Go grab someone you love, make a memory now, and we'll see you on the next adventure.